and welcome back. Welcome to class number 347. All right, point 21. But I'm going to review for a moment point number 20 on page 334, and then point 21 on 335. Okay, would you rather live in France or in Italy? If you had to choose, si tuvieras que elegir between France and Spain, France and Italy, which country would you rather live in? Which country would you rather live in? Me? I'd rather live in Italy. Now, if you had to choose between China and Japan, which country would you rather live in? Which country would you rather? Would you? Woody Allen, would you, would you, would you, would you, would you, Woody Allen, Woody Allen, Woody Allen, Woody, Woody, would you, would you, would you? Which country would you rather live in, China or Japan? I think I'd rather live in Japan. Would you rather have £1 million or €1 million? I'd rather have £1 million. And why? Why would you rather have £1 million? Because in point 21, £1 million is worth more than €1 million. £1 million is, digo, 1 millón de libras esterlinas, plural, libras. Sin embargo, al tratarse una cantidad, un monto de dinero, lo solemos decir en singular. £1 million is, como cantidad, £1 million is worth more than, vibrando, la TH vibrada, worth, la TH suave, worth more than €1 million. Worth. All right. Would you rather, would he rather, would she rather, would they rather? Would they rather watch this program in the morning or in the evenings? Would you rather have this program on television at 7:30 in the morning or at 7:30 in the evening? Would you rather watch this program on television or on the internet? On your computer screen or on your cell phone? Yes, to watch me on the cell phone. So, would you rather, now, would you rather have €1 million or $1 million? I'd rather have €1 million. And why? Why would you rather have? Rather. La TH vibrada en rather es como mother, bother, father, todas estas palabras. Padre, father. Molestar, bother. Madre, mother. Preferiría, I would rather. Yeah. Preferiría molestar a mi padre que a mi madre. I'd rather bother my father than my mother. Yeah. My mother gets very angry if I bother her. My father, not so much. So I'd rather, pero recomiendo que digas I would. Rather. No intentes dominar esta contracción I'd, porque los hispanohablantes no lo lográis nunca. I would rather bother my father than my mother. Oh. Esta frase, I would rather bother my father than my mother. Yo creo que son 6 incidencias de la TH vibrada. I'd rather bother my father than my mother. No son 5. But in any case, remember that sentence and say it. I'd rather bother my father than my mother. I would rather. All right, rather. Now, but getting back to money, €1 million is worth, TH suave ahora, is worth more than $1 million. So, I would rather have €1 million than $1 million because it's worth more. Worth. How much is it worth? How much are these pencils worth? ¿Cuánto valen estos lápices? En Spanish, ¿cuánto valen estos lápices? Normalmente un hispanohablante entiende qué precio, qué coste han tenido. ¿Cuánto valen? No sé, 10 euros el paquete, maybe. But in English, no, it's how much do these pencils cost, or how much did these pencils cost. Una cosa es lo que cueste una cosa, otra es lo que pueda valer. For example, una alianza matrimonial, de boda, a wedding ring. A wedding ring is or wedding band, or a wedding ring, es un anillo de bodas, hecho de oro. Now, how much does it cost? I don't know. A simple wedding ring made of gold maybe costs 200 euros, 300 euros. I don't know. I have no idea. But let's say 200 euros. How much does it cost? The price. How much does it cost? The price. Now, how much is it worth? ¿Cuánto vale? Is different. There are two possible values. It could be the gold, el oro en sí, si fundes el anillo, if you melt, como belt de cinturón, seat belt, pero con M, melt, is derretir o fundir. If you melt the gold, maybe it's worth 20 euros, not 200 euros. But if you're happy in your marriage and you love your spouse, escrito spouse significa cónyuge, wife or husband. If you love your spouse and the marriage is good, then the ring is worth, it's invaluable. It's worth $1 million or more. It's worth. How much is something worth is el valor intrínseco, el valor de importancia. For example, Marta's worth more than her salary. Vale más de lo que se le paga, seguro que sí. She's worth more. Vale su peso en oro. She is, siempre es verbo to be worth. Curiosa expresión, no tiene sentido gramatical, lógica, no tiene lógica gramatical. Es como decir es valedero, es valedera. She is worth her weight in gold. How much do you weigh? 48, no? 48 kilos. She weighs 48 kilos. Si ella vale su peso en oro, 48 kilos of gold. Yeah. If you make the calculation, the price of gold, I think, I'm not sure, but I think the price of gold on the el precio del oro on the international market is around $1,800 per ounce, por onza. There are 16 ounces in a pound. There's 16 ounces in a pound. And there are 2.2 pounds in a kilo. So in a kilo, there are probably 50 ounces in 1 kilo. And so we're talking of easily $9,000. No more, $90,000 for 1 kilo. So, if Marta is worth her weight in gold, then her value is more than 2 million euros, or $2 million. So which do you prefer, Marta or $2 million? I don't know, that's a difficult decision. I think I'll take Marta. Because $2 million is not going to change my life, but Marta could change my life, yeah, but not $2 million. Well, that's a difficult decision. Is she worth her weight in gold? Se dice mucho, vale él o ella vale su peso en oro, pero nunca se calcula el peso with the price of gold. Is worth. How much is it worth? How much is it worth? No vale la pena. It's not worth it. Memoriza esta expresión. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Otra vez con lógica gramatical muy poca aquí. Ello no es valedero ello. No, es que no tiene sentido. It is, contraigamos, it's not worth it. Ahora la hacemos. It's not worth it. Worth it. It's not worth it. Learning English? Bah, forget it. It's not worth it. No vale la pena. No merece la pena. To make the effort? It's not worth it. To watch this program every day? It's not worth it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Es una pérdida de tiempo. Yes, it's a waste of time. It's not worth it. Well, I think it's worth it, Richard. You think it's worth it to learn English? Do you think learning English is worth it? ¿Crees que aprender el inglés vale la pena? Do you think learning English is worth it? Do you really? Do you think watching this program every day is worth it? I mean, it's 30 minutes of your, 25 minutes of your time. 26 minutes. 26 minutes and 24 seconds. Almost 27 minutes. Is it worth your time? Is it worth the effort? Is it worth your time? Making an effort to learn my language, is it worth it? ¿Vale la pena hacer el esfuerzo? Is it worth it to make the effort? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to make the effort? O bien, is making the effort, ya es un sustantivo, gerundio, el hacer el esfuerzo vale la pena. Es hacer el esfuerzo vale. Is making the effort worth it? Is it worth it? Worth it. Vale la pena intentarlo. It's worth trying. It's worth trying. It's worth it to try. It's worth. All right, to be worth. It's worth it, it's not worth it. Yes. Is it worth it? It depends. Do it using these books. For example, the translation booklet. Is it worth it? This is the best book in the world for progressing with your English and consolidating. Better than this book. This book is for understanding the grammar and understanding the usage. But this is for practicing and consolidating and mastering. So, it's worth it. It's worth it to use this book. It's worth it. All right. How much is this book? How much does this book cost? I don't know. It doesn't say. No lo dice. It doesn't say. I think it costs around 14 euros. But I'm not sure. You see, this book has the audio. Puedes bajar el audio. Yeah, 5,400, 5,400 frases, creo. It's a lot of sentences, in Spanish and in English. Yes, él tiene 40 años. He's 40 years old. No tiene despacho. He doesn't have an office, etc. In Spanish and in English. I think this book, I think it costs around 14 euros. But this book is worth its weight in gold. I don't know how heavy it is, but this book is worth its weight, su peso de ello. It's worth its weight in gold, this book. This book as well, but this even more. Aún más, incluso más, even more. All right, list 16, page 104. Are you ready? Él me conoce. Does he know me? Does he know me? Does he know me? Como la H yo, eh? Does he? Does he, fuzzy wuzzy, does he know me? Does he know me? Te conoce y creo que le caes bien. He knows you, and I think he likes you. O sea, te aprecia. To like es como el verbo apreciar. I like these pencils. Claro, en español decís, estos lápices gustan a mí, o sea, me dan placer, me gustan, o sea, son los lápices que actúan sobre mí. En inglés actuamos sobre el objeto. I like these pencils. Es como decir, yo amo estos lápices. Yo aprecio. I love these pencils. Bueno, demasiado. I like these pencils. He likes me. No es que yo le guste a él. Él me aprecia, me valora, le caigo bien. He likes me. He likes me. Yes. Él te conoce y creo que le caes bien. He knows you and I think he likes you. ¿A qué hora llega él al trabajo? What time does he get to work? Me, I get to work at 7:30, 7:15. What time does he get to work? What time does he get to work? ¿A qué hora deja el trabajo? What time does he leave work? En español se dice ¿a qué hora? En inglés se puede decir at what time. De hecho es lo más correcto, pero nadie en el mundo habla inglés y lo dice. Ni una sola vez en la vida. Decimos what time. No, at what time does he leave work? Nos ha dicho en la historia de la lengua inglesa, excepto en clase de inglés a veces. What time? What time does he leave work? What time does he get to work? What time does he leave work? What time do you get to work? What time do you leave work? What time does Marta get to work? ¿A qué hora llega ella a la oficina o al trabajo? What time does she get to work? What time does she leave work? Say goodbye. She says, see you tomorrow, bye. What time does she leave work? What time does she get to work? What time does he leave? What time does he get to work? What time does he leave work? ¿Qué hace él después del trabajo? What does he do? What does he do? What does he do after work? What does he do? What does he do? Does he do? Does he do? Does he do? What does he do? What does he do? What does he do after work? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not his keeper. ¿Acaso soy guardián de nuestro amigo? I'm not his keeper. So I don't know what he does after work. Come on, Richard, what does he do after work? Charlie? What does Charlie do after work? I don't know. I have no idea. Don't ask me. What do I know? Yo qué sé. I don't know what he does after work. I don't know what he does. Come on, tell me. What does he do after work? What does he do? I said I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea. ¿A qué hora se levanta por la mañana? El otra vez, ¿eh? What time does he get up? What time does he get up in the morning? What time does he? What time does he get up? What time does he get up? What time does he get up? Get up. Get up. Un británico, what time does he get up? Un poco más de T en get. What time does he get up? In the morning. Okay. ¿A qué hora sale de casa para ir al trabajo? What time does he leave home? What time does he leaves home at, lo que sea. Goodbye, darling. He says goodbye to his wife. I'm leaving. Me marcho, me voy. I'm leaving. So what time does he leave home in the morning? ¿A qué hora desayuna? What time does he have breakfast? Mucho does aquí. What time does he get to work? What time does he leave work? What time does he get up? What time does he leave home? What time does he have breakfast? What time? Esta lista? List number 16, page 104. Excellent list to practice the third person singular in the interrogative. What time does he have breakfast? What time does he have breakfast? ¿Y cómo va el trabajo? How does he go to work? How does he? How does he? How does he? Mejor decir, how does he? Aspirando el H. Los nativos no lo aspiramos. How does he? How does he go to work? Does he go by car? Does he drive to work? Does he take a cab, a taxi? Does he go by bus? Does he go by underground, metro, or subway? Does he fly to work like Superman? Superman flies to work every day. Yeah. But this man, I don't know. ¿Cómo va el trabajo? How does he go to work? ¿Qué hace en el trabajo? What does he do? What do I do? What do you do? What does she do? What does he do? What does Marta do every day? She produces television content. Contenido televisivo. She produces, and she takes pictures. She's a photographer as well. What does she do? What does he do at work? Charlie? Yeah. What does Charlie do? What does he do at work? He does nothing. He wastes time. Yeah? Malgasta, malusa, pierde el tiempo. He wastes time. Yeah, he's not very productive. Really, in my opinion, he doesn't do anything productive. He's worthless. Worthless means sin valor. Worth? He's worthless. All right. Come contigo? Does he have lunch with you? Or does he eat with you? Pero se entiende aquí have lunch. La comida de mediodía. Come contigo? Does he have lunch? Does he have? Does he have? Does he have lunch with you? No. ¿Con quién come? ¿Quién come con? In inglés. Who does he have lunch with? If he doesn't have lunch with you, then who does he have lunch with? I think he has lunch alone. ¿Viaja mucho en su trabajo? Does he travel a lot in his job? O bien, does he travel much in his job? Does he travel a lot? A lot sin el of, a lot. Does he travel a lot in his job? Travel. ¿Gana mucho? Does he earn a lot? Does he earn a lot? ¿Cuánto gana al mes? How much does he earn a month? How much does he earn a month? Un mes, literalmente. Se dice en español al mes o por mes. ¿Cuánto gana por mes? ¿Cuánto gana al mes? En inglés, también dos. How much does he earn? Does he earn? Does he earn? Does he earn? Earn. Como learn, aprender, sin la L, earn. Learn to earn, aprender a ganar. Learn to earn money. Británicos, learn to earn money. How much does he earn per month? Or, casi siempre se dice lo segundo. How much does he earn a month? All right. ¿A qué hora empieza el trabajo? What time does he start work? What time does he begin work? What time does he start? Does he start? ¿A qué hora termina? What time does he finish? What time does he finish? Él llega al trabajo a las 8. He gets to work. Muchas sea que sí. He gets to work at 8 o'clock. Se levanta a las 6:30. He gets up at 6:30. Las respuestas ya. Deja el trabajo a la 1:15. He leaves work at 1:15. Oh. Va a casa después del trabajo. He goes home after work. He goes home after work. Sale de casa a las 7:20. He leaves home at 7:20. He leaves home at 7:20. Va al trabajo en coche. He goes to work by car. He drives to work. Se dice mucho más, he drives to work. Pero he goes to work by car is perfect and probably easier for you to remember because it's similar to Spanish, va en coche. We say conduce al trabajo. He drives to work. Desayuno a las 7:10. Exact. He has breakfast at 6:50 or at 10 to 7. 10 to 7 or 10 minutes to 7. He has breakfast. No come conmigo. He doesn't have lunch with me. Come solo. He has lunch alone. Pero that's the next list. He doesn't have lunch with me. All right. This list, number 16, is finished. Yeah. Let's go to vocabulary. How much time, Marta? About 2 minutes? Maybe? Yeah, about 2 minutes. We have enough to start. List number 10. Page, let's see. All right. Wow. Page 58. Are you ready? Me gusta esta lista. Señas o dirección. Address. Hay dos pronunciaciones. Address and address. Address and address. Para decir mi dirección física. O correo electrónico se dice my email address. Yo recomiendo address, no address. Porque el verbo también como dirigirse a, is to address. Me dirijo a ti. Ahora mismo me estoy dirigiendo a ti. Right now, I am addressing you. So el verbo is to address. Entonces, las señas o la dirección, address. Aunque existe, se oye mucho también, address. Hormiga, ant. Hormiga atómica, atom ant. Atom, ant. Enlazamos, atom ant. Ant. Ant, mucha gente pronuncia, yo incluido, mi tía, my aunt. My aunt. Some people say aunt. I say aunt. Ahora, hormigas, ant. Red ants and black ants. Cualquier cosa, anything. Cualquier cosa. Anything, anything. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, cualquier cosa que tú puedas hacer, lo puedo hacer yo mejor. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yeah. She's telling me to shut up. I'll be back tomorrow.